Greetings, salutations, respect, and love. I am Scott, and you are in the Prog Corner today, man. I'm doing a little bit of show and tell here. I was contacted by Romanus Records, outfit out of Franklin, Indiana, who I was not familiar with, man. And Chris from Romanus contacted me as yeah, I know you're a prog guy, but we got some bands on our label that I think you might be interested in. And this is a label that specializes in psychedelic music, space rock. In fact, they are notable in that they've done some rare pressings for King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard. But some of the bands on this label's roster, you kind of get an idea what this label's all about. Astral Hand, Interjecting Strangers, Lung, Okie Dokie, Suck the Honey, Tart, Ghost Wolf, The Weeks. The Weeks I've actually heard of before. But Chris said that there was a couple bands on this label that I needed to know about. And, the intersect between prog and psych has always been there from the very beginning, man. I mean, you look at Pink Floyd, right? Are they prog or are they psych? I don't know. What about Eloy? I don't know. Nectar. They had their moments where they sounded more psychedelic than prog. Hawkwind, Ozric Tentacles. Even some of the 80s stuff like Teardrop Explodes and Echo and the Bunnymen definitely sounded psych to me. All that Elephant Six stuff sounded like psych to me, spiritualizing, and now we've got bands like Agusa. So, the whole psych thing is definitely part of the progressive experiment. You go on Prog Archives, there is a subgenre for psych and space rock right there. So it is definitely a part of the prog umbrella. So I'm really excited to talk to you guys about this one. We're talking about Doom Gong. Yeah, I'd never heard of them either. Apparently, this band is from Louisville. This is their debut album that came out last year, but the vinyl is just coming out this week. It's a self-titled album. That looks like Japanese or something there. Here's the back. But these guys really specialize on really cool looking vinyl. And yeah, I am so excited. Look at this thing, man. Such an awesome looking piece of vinyl. Yeah, you want to play this, right? I mean, you just look at it and you know it's going to be something interesting, something special. So these guys are a 7-piece band out of Louisville. Yeah, they play a lot of, the usual stuff you'd expect from a psych band, but these guys do something a little bit different. The album opens up with a bunch of synth washes, short little song called Doom. Then it goes in, the second track, Still Hovering, almost sounds like Unknown Mortal Orchestra to me, and that's always a good thing. Real cool guitar figures, hushed vocals. The third song is called The Gong Rings On, and that's so much fun with a fuzz tone guitar, real upbeat, almost like a punk song. Got that punk rock energy almost. And when the vocals finally come in, it sounds like something off of Devo's first album. Highly recommended, just awesome. Gong is just a short little sound poem, and then Bridge of Doom. What a cool song that is. Yeah, the drums and the guitar going. Of course, the guitar's all fuzzed out and whatnot, but you get some really, really cool keyboards here, some great soloing, and an awesome middle section in this song that takes you in a direction that you weren't expecting. Shangri-La Samba is a acoustic sounding piece, kind of like an indie rock thing, not bad at all. But this album is dominated by an epic on side 2. It's 13 and a half minutes long, and it's called Doom Gong. This album has just got, this is definitely like their mission statement, right? This song takes its time. Yeah, it is an epic, but once it gets going, it's got all kinds of cool freak out soloing and stuff. Very proggy, very exciting, very energetic. I kept waiting to hear, what was going to happen, what was going to be around the next corner. And it also got me thinking about what is the actual difference between psych and prog. Because honestly, there's some long songs, there's a lot of instrumentation, there's weird time signatures, there's keyboards and guitar and bass and drum. I mean, where is the line and how do you accommodate for it? And to me, it's just the keyboard sound is almost the main thing here. You don't hear any mellotrons or anything like that, or Hammond organ. So we're going with more of a, Farfisa-esque kind of sound here. And then the album closes with the intermission, which is just kind of like exit music. You've got like a Casio keyboard sounded percussion on the bossa nova sound, whatever. But it's a short little track that takes you really, really good, man. Let's talk about the band a little bit. I don't know their last names because on their website it just has their first name. So you got John is the singer, he plays guitar and keyboards. Also Kenny, there's two drummers, Kenny and Matt. So you got a double drum attack in this band. Will plays keyboards, trumpet and violin. Masaki plays keyboard and violin. No, Will doesn't play violin. He sings also. Masaki's the only violin player. Dino plays trumpet, sax, and vocals, and Sam's the bass player. So that's the lineup for Doom Gong, and apparently this is their debut album, and there is a second album out. Behemoth of Dreams. I guess it includes like a jazz big band and a string quartet. I don't know. But this here record, the self-titled Doom Gong, I'm giving it an 8 out of 10, man. I dig it. I think it's outstanding. And yeah, thank you so much. I mean, and look at that vinyl. Just awesome. But it didn't stop there. Romanus Records, Chris was like, you know what? There's another band on my label that you might want to take a little listen to. And he wasn't wrong, man. The band is called, what are they called? The Moon Goons. Apparently, this is a band that's been around a little while. They have a few albums out. I think they're like 4 or 5 albums by these guys. This is their latest one. It's called Lady of Many Faces. Came out this year. Look at that artwork. That's cool, right? There's the back. And yeah, I know this is going to be some cool looking vinyl. So let's pull this out and take a look. See what we got here. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. The tricolor action. Really, really cool. So who is this band? Okay, this is Moon Goons. And these guys are from Indianapolis. Apparently, the drummer for this band used to work for the label as an intern. So that's how they got signed to Romanus Records. But apparently, these guys were instrumental in getting Doom Goons signed. Apparently, somebody in this band heard the Doom Gong and said, man, you need to sign them. And apparently they were not, they weren't ignored because they did that very thing. Moon Goons is Corey Sandifer on guitar and vocals, Brooke Rice on keyboards and vocals, Devin Kearns on bass and vocals, and Jacob Kozlowski on drums. It's kind of stoner rock, but they call it goblin rock. This is a cool album. I'm digging it quite a bit. If you want to expand your mind and check it out, yeah, you can go on their Bandcamp page. You can go on YouTube and listen to it. But these guys have some live dates. So if you're in the Madison, Wisconsin area, October 16th, they'll be at the Red Rooster. October 17th, they'll be at Gabe's in Iowa City. And October 18th, the band will be at the Minibar in Kansas City. So check them out if you want to. I would if I lived in any of those places. Here it is. Great, great album. I'm really enjoying it. I'm giving this a 7.5. Why not, man? I'm listening to some of this Psych stuff, and I'm thinking maybe this is a whole new thing for me, man. I don't know, but it's not going to be. We're not turning this into the Psych corner. This is the prog corner. But you know what? They were nice enough to send me the vinyl, and, it's really not that complicated, right? If you want me to talk about your band, if you want me to talk about your album, send me free stuff, man. It works like a charm. I can't put an MP3 file in my pocket, right? It doesn't mean anything to me. It's actually a lot of work because I download the files, right? And then half the time I got to rename them or put album art on them or, sequence them properly because they don't have the tracks numbered, and then I got to somehow export all that onto my iTunes and then put it in my car and listen. It's actually a lot of work. And when I get 20 of those sent to me every day, 99% of the time, it's never going to get downloaded. That's just facts. That's the way it goes. Sunday, boys and girls, very excited. The Sunday prog stream's back in its old format. Not same time. We're still going at 11 a.m. But we're doing the panel, and we're going to be talking about Porcupine Tree. Their 10 best songs, so that's going to be awesome. Also next week, oh man, I'm excited about this. You guys know how much I love DC's PQR and all the reissue and stuff that they got going on. Well, they got a big one coming up. It's Lift, man. Totally reissued, remastered, brand new track, Caverns of Your Brain, one of the best American prog bands ever. New artwork, looking great, just awesome. Yeah, so we'll be talking to Chip from Lift and talking about the reissue for Caverns of Your Brain. I absolutely love it. We'll also be doing the best of 2008. I've decided I'm going to, get back into that series a little bit. And, also, finally, I want to give a shout out to Unit. These guys have been so great to me. They're always in the live stream, especially Andy, sending me stuff. And here's Science and Sanity from Unit. And Andy sent me a note. He also sent some financial compensation. Oh, man, thank you so much. I love you guys. But apparently it's their 52nd album, and with it he sent a free 14-track EP. Like all our albums, it's not available physically. It's a Bandcamp release. So he, copied that out on CDRs for me. I appreciate that. Although we completed our 53rd album in March, much of that includes very political tracks and our 18-minute response to the October 7th atrocity in Israel. I don't think you need my political rants. Yeah, you know how it goes. I try to keep the channel as politics-free as possible, but, this time of year it does bleed over, and I apologize for that. I really do. I don't want to get all into politics on the channel. I really, really don't. But it's hard not to sometimes. You're a living, breathing human being living in this world, and it's hard sometimes to take some of the things that are going on. But whatever, man, that's a whole other thing. Also coming up on the channel, I've got some exciting stuff happening. We are going to be sitting down with the Samurai of Prague here in the next couple weeks, and also I've been talking to their management. But Days Between Stations is fixing to put out their 4th album. Amazing Los Angeles-based duo who've had guests on their albums. I don't know, like Colin Moulding of XTC, Rick Wakeman, Billy Sherwood. So I'm really excited to see what this 4th Days Between Stations album is going to look like. And of course, you know how much I love me some Samurai of Prague. So yeah, we're going to be doing, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Anyway, guys, I love you. Peace in the Middle East. Free the Tibet. Free the Ukraine. Free your mind. Free Willie. Free Palestine. Free Israel. Free everybody, man. I love everybody. Let's stop fighting, man. You know what I'm saying? We can all get along. Absolutely we can. And you know what else we can do? We can bring King Chucky to America, because somebody needs to save that king. Oh, God, save the king. Oh, save King Chucky. That boy absolutely needs your saving. I hear the cancer's in remission. I also hear he's going down under. He's going to Australia. Well, why didn't that boy come to America? I've been saying it for a long time. Come to America, Chucky. We got some good pasturing for you. We'll lay the healing hands of the faithful on you. We'll do spells. We'll do incantations. We'll do thoughts. We'll do prayers. We'll drink poison, but nothing going to work. You know what's going to work? Billy Bob knows what's going to work. Hey, Billy Bob, bust out them snakes. Oh, here we go. We're dancing with snakes. Oh, yeah. Oh, these snakes all are looking lively today. Oh, yeah, buddy boy. I'll see you Sunday. Porcupine Tree with an all-star cast. You're not going to believe all the great, exciting panelists I have planned for Sunday. I'll see you then. Peace.